Okay, so I think we're live. Let me just double check. Make sure everything's working. Let me just double check. Sounds good. Make sure everything's working. Let me just double check. Sounds good. Make sure everything's working. Let me just double check. Okay, so I think we're getting echo. Okay, so I think we're getting echo. Okay, so I think we're getting echo. Let's see if this can be fixed. Okay, so I think we're getting echo. Let's see if this can be fixed. Let's see if this can be fixed. Let's see if this can be fixed. Okay, so that might be better. Alright. Okay, so that might be better. Alright, I think I got it. Yeah. For some reason it was like echoing, but now I think everything's fine. So what I'm doing is I have this lmms, which is a new program. It's not Blender, and what I've been doing is just doing some synthesis basically. And let me double check my audio again because I just want to make sure everything's functioning properly. Yeah, no echoing problems. Alright, so yeah, properly. Oh, that makes sense. So I'm enabling the desktop audio, which makes it repeat my audio, and that's why the echoing was happening. Alright. Okay. Yeah, because I want to be able to play the sounds without getting that echo effect happening, and this is my first time doing this. I want to be able to play the sounds without getting that echo effect happening, and this is my first time doing this. I want to be able to play the sounds without getting that echo effect. Okay, I think I fixed it. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I got lmms again, and I got this synth, and it's called Vital. It's a new synth that's been released, and it lets you make a lot of special effects and stuff like that, and it's really cool. So you could do crazy stuff like let's see. Actually, you know what? Because my audio settings are not working right. Because if I try to play this, it's gonna like basically repeat what's coming out of my microphone. So I'm actually gonna end the stream and then come right back. Okay. I believe I have gotten it working. let's see. Okay. I believe I have gotten it working. So hopefully it doesn't start echoing. Okay. I believe I have got... Alright. So... Okay, that should be better. So, yeah, as I was saying, the Vital Synth is a new that came out, and it's really amazing. It can do a lot of stuff. And yeah, so I want to just show you guys that quick, and we're going to be doing stuff in Blender too, so I look forward to that. We're going to be doing music visualization. Basically, I've been creating a song in lmms, and I'm going to import that into Blender, and then I'm going to be making an animation that's basically driven by this, if that makes sense. And I definitely look forward to that, and hopefully you guys will find it interesting. And of course, with everything, like I always do, I'll release the files on my Patreon, so you guys can, if you subscribe to Patreon, you'll get those files. And yeah, so let's get started. So I got the, I'm going to X this out, I don't need it. So let's just open up Vital, just to look at it and see what kind of stuff this can do. Let me actually make this window better sized on my screen here. So Vital is here, and it's got a bunch of presets, so let me put my headphones on so that I can listen to this. And so this synth is brand new, and it's very powerful. So like it's a wavetable synth, and you could see it has waveforms. You could do crazy stuff like add in, and it's kind of like you can add in a new keyframe, but it kind of like is about changing the waves basically. It's a wavetable synth, so let's just create let's say like a sine wave. So I'm going to clear that, and then I could just clear that, and then I could just make a sine wave. Then for the second one, I could keep that a saw wave, and then you'll see we got a wavetable, and as you go from side to side, the sound will change. So, and then you could put it in a low frequency oscillator like this, like LFO1, drag that into unison. I'm sorry, not there. Let's remove that. You can grab it here and then put it into there. And then you can set it to be bipolar, and it will go both ways. And you'll see what we get. You could change the frequency, make it higher. Yeah, so I basically created some presets with this synth, and then I made a song out of them. So let's just show you some of the presets I did. Like I did this one. And it's a lot more complex. There's 3 LFOs. There's a lot of stuff going on in the effects. So yeah. I noticed the low frequencies don't sound so good. I'm not sure why. I think it's because it's an oscillator, and it basically sounds more like individual clicks, like over here. But over here it sounds good. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out. So I made a few of these. Like, I I made this. It's a little loud. Let's turn that down. I'm sorry about that. It's really loud. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. And this is very complex. There's like 8, 10 LFOs all together. A lot of modulation going on. A lot of distortion, which I animated with some LFOs. Let's go through some more. Hello, I am using lmms with a new Vital synthesizer, it's called, to create sound effects and music, which I'm going to try to import into Blender to create an animation. I'll basically drive an animation by using the sound from the music, if that makes sense. So yeah, so this one is pretty complex. You could see I made a more complex wavetable, which yeah, it's a very cool synth. I mean, it was just released actually, and yeah, the software name is lmms, and I'll type it in the comments. LM. There you go. And the synth name is Vital. And I use a few synths sometimes. In this song, I just use Vital, but in some other softwares, some other songs, I use like I think it's called Zinad sub effects, and you can create. It's not just for music. You can create really cool sound effects with it, and I actually used all synthesizers to create the spaceship animation that I made, the one with the drones flying, and that was all done with synthesizers. Yes, it's free. It does actually have an upgrade that you can, I believe it lets you get more wavetables, but you can always create these wavetables yourself, so you don't have to pay to use it. And I didn't, so far I didn't pay for it because I created all the wavetables myself, but if I ever wanted to use the wavetables they create, then you can always pay for the wavetables, which I may do in the future, but I actually like creating the wavetables from scratch, to be honest. It's actually very interesting how you can like make new sounds by kind of modulating different waves together. Okay, so after that I added filters, and it's a little complex, but basically I got one filter here, and let's just try playing a note here, so something like this. Whoa, that is a little bit loud, but that's alright. So what's going on is that we got the LFO. Let's see. Actually, I'm losing track. Oh, this is the LFO too. So that's controlling this filter, and then number 2 is being controlled by LFO4, which is kind of just making a cool effect, and I could always disable that, but I think it adds a nice effect. You deserve more sub. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, subscribers. It could definitely be hard to get subscribers, but yeah, it would be nice to have more, but yeah, my subscriber count has been going up more lately, which is nice. Apart from Blender, which software do you use? Let's see. So I use OBS for recording, which is the screen recording. And of course I use Blender. And what's that movie editor's name? I believe it's KD and Live or something. I use Natron for sometimes for videos, which is also free and open source. And I really support free and open source software. It's really awesome. I try to stay with as much stuff that's free and open source as possible. Of course, sometimes you can't, but most of the time I try to. What else do I use? I'm going to be probably using Fusion. Is it Fusion or no? DaVinci Resolve. I'm probably going to purchase that soon because I want to do more advanced video editing. But of course, Blender's compositor is pretty good for that too. Yeah. So let's jump to... This one is just electric. I just created an electric sound effect. Yeah, DaVinci's free, but it only outputs up to 1080p, and the studio version has more advanced features, which I would be interested in, like camera tracking and stuff like that for VFX or visual effects. So I'd probably upgrade to the studio version. And another nice software is Embergen for creating real-time simulations. I never bought it, but it's definitely something you might want to check out. So this is electric. This just sounds like this. Yep. And I got one more, which is birds, which I also made. I actually have a few more, but I don't know if I'll go through all these. Let's see the birds. Which I basically made by filtering high frequencies out of shifting wavetables, basically. Yeah. Yeah, so let's get to the song editor, and I'll just play you guys the song so you can see what it sounds like. From where did you learn all these softwares? I learned them all from YouTube videos. That's where I learned all these from mostly. And a lot of practice. also helped when you use the software a lot, kind of just playing around and seeing what various settings do. You kind of get more familiar with it, um, like as time goes on, basically, and as you use the software more frequently, you become more familiar with it. So yeah, let's play this and see how it sounds. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it so far. I think it's actually lacking in bass, to be honest. So I'm going to try to add that in. And I'll actually synthesize this on the stream. So let's add, let's see. So I'm going to add in a new, yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah, and actually these, at the end are actually don't sound good at all. Like if I play this, I actually have to fix this, so. So yeah, I gotta fix those notes actually. Let's see what I did wrong. So this one has to go. And I believe that I copied the wrong ones. So let's just do that over again. Oh, you're from India. Wow. It must be, what, noon there? It's actually just after midnight here, so yeah. Alright, let's see if that fixed it. Yep, that's better. And I'm going to add in another synthesizer, so let's go to I guess I could try Vital again, so let's see, we could try opening it up, and I forget where I saved it to, so I gotta try to remember. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant 12 a.m. 12 a.m. here. So it's actually like more like 1 a.m. But so it's actually, I can't find it. And I'm definitely not organized with my files at all. So it gets hard to find things. I know it's here somewhere, so I'm gonna find it, but let's see. Oh, it's 12 p.m. there. Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's probably around a 24 hour, or is that's a 12-hour difference from here, or 13 hours or so, I believe. And I just cannot find this file. Let's see, does this one tell me where it's stored? So EEPROM, okay, I gotta remember that. There it is. Alright. Yeah. Northeast US. So it's... No, wrong one. Okay. And now we're gonna just try to make some bass. So, let's see, we want a sine wave here, so let's just try to change this, and I'm just gonna clear the whole thing. Let's do something like that. Alright, and now I want to add some more like of, I don't know, like, it's not really audible down here. So I need to add some more harmonics to it. Let's do something crazy and make it sound interesting. So let's do something like, let's see, smear and see what we get. Now that sounds cool. Yeah, I definitely stream very late over here. I stream very late at night where I am. And for some reason my keyboard is not actually responding with it's not like interfacing, so I have to click on it. Oh, now it's working. Okay. it's stuck. Yeah, so there's... It might be some kind of problem. I'm not sure. No, I sleep. I just stream really late. I usually work. I usually work at night, so I go to bed at like I go to bed really late a lot. But yeah, I do this regularly, so I usually do a lot of late night streams. Do I work commercially? So I do have clients outside of YouTube, and I do that mostly on Fiverr. Um, Fiverr is where I work, um, where I do some commercial stuff with other clients, and I do work on that mostly at night. So yeah, that's pretty much my other job right now, and I do release Udemy tutorials, which which can bring in some income, but it's not my main job yet. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Um, but I definitely plan on making my channel get. I plan on releasing lots of videos and content, and yeah. So you guys, to help you guys make awesome stuff with Blender, basically, and I'll release a lot of tutorials too. Um, yeah. Oh no, it's fine. No, it's totally fine. Um, so yeah, for some reason the keyboard is not... Oh, okay. Yeah, and if you have any additional questions, yeah, definitely feel free to ask. At any time. Wow, that sounds really... I followed you. I am not sure. Let's see, I'm gonna take a look and try to guess, and let's just see if I could get this right. Probably gonna be wrong. So did you follow me? Recently? Okay. Let's see. The thing is, I don't think I should say names on stream, but, I guess I could say, ask what the first letter is, and see if that's correct. So is the first letter a B? Oh, okay. I got it. Yep. So I'm assuming, yeah. I see. So yeah, if you messaged me, just now, I just got it. So, yeah. But I don't want to say the name until till I make sure that, till I know that was your account. Okay. So, yeah, so this sound, yeah, I won't say it. Um, yeah, I always like to confirm that I have permission before releasing anyone's name. So anyway, this keyboard, for some reason, I can't get the lower notes working. Usually I press Z on my keyboard and then it scrolls to the left part. But this time it doesn't seem to be functioning, but I could do it with my mouse, so that's fine. But it would be nice if I could kind of drag this around and hear the sound changes in real time, but seems I have to go back and forth. And I want to get some kind of sound with some harmonics that I can hear. Keyboard means computer keyboard. I don't have a MIDI keyboard. I wish I did. So I'm just using my regular computer keyboard for this, right? So far. Hopefully I'll get a real keyboard soon, like a MIDI keyboard, which would better allow me to use this, but yeah, so far I'm just using my regular computer keyboard. So, nothing special. So I can get these notes to work, but I can't get the note lower than this. Oh, keyboard means instrument or... yeah, it's a computer keyboard. Like one that you type on. Okay, so I'm gonna adjust this value. And okay, now it seems like it's not responding at all. There it goes. Wow, that sounds really cool. Let's see, what else do we got? Okay, my keyboard is actually stuck now. Yeah, so this plugin, I think the standalone version works better, so I'm just gonna use that for now. not sure why this happens. It seems like when I use it inside of LMMS, the keyboard doesn't function properly, so I just kind of got it outside of lmms, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is try this again, and I'm going to make this just clear and then turn it into a regular sine wave again, and something just a regular sine wave should work, something like that, maybe a little bit higher. That's good. A little bit louder. Yeah, it's probably a glitch. Sometimes the synths inside certain digital audio workstations don't work properly. So this is actually making sound, but I can't hear it because it doesn't have enough harmonics in it. So let's and we could go up in the pitch a little bit, make it higher pitched, something like maybe like that is better. And let's try turning on. Now if you go too high with this, it starts to sound really nasty. Like more like clicks. But if you just turn it up a little bit, it kind of makes the bass more audible, like this. Yes, all of my live streams are always uploaded. So you can always watch them later if you can't watch them now. This will all be uploaded and will be saved to my channel. So you could check it out at a later time. Let's see, maybe I could add an LFO to this smear controller, so let's try doing something like this. And that is too intense. Turn up the frequency. And I'm not really liking this sound because it's too... sounds too much like individual clicks, so I'm going to kind of adjust it. Let's see what we could do. That sounds pretty cool. So I'm just adding in extra harmonics and changing some things. Now it sounds sort of like a helicopter. And you could go crazy, but not gonna do that. I'm just trying to get some lower frequencies in here. Oh wow, what, 6:58 in the morning, or, oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, so yes. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad that helped you out. The ocean one. Yeah. It's kind of hard to see what I want to do with this. I'm actually liking this sound better. Alright, so what we can also do is we can go into the audio, the wavetable here, and we can insert a new keyframe, like this, and we can adjust the waves. And then you can kind of have it go back and forth. And maybe I want to put a little saw wave in the center of it. And this is a little complex, but I could explain the basics of how this works. So let's add in a new keyframe. Let's see, we want to make a saw wave here, so let's clear that. Do something like this. Yeah, I'll see you, well, you'll probably watch this when it's uploaded. Yeah, I hope it helps you. Yeah. Wow, that sounds interesting. So what we got here is that the wavetable is in 3 dimensions, and you can see basically my sound goes from this, transfers to the second keyframe, then transfers to the third. And if you move this up and down, kind of get an interesting effect. So I want a little amount of static, but not too much. Maybe something like this. I can always turn that up. This is like really good for dubstep music. But I'm trying not to go too intense with this. So you can create really advanced sound effects with this, and you can even oscillate the oscillator, which is like basically doing something like that. And then we got LFO2, basically oscillating this oscillator on top. So it's basically, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's basically kind of doing this one first, and then it's doing that one on top of that. And then you could change the pattern to something more like this. Let's see what we got. Almost got like a beat right there. And okay, this is interesting. And let's try something with LFO number 3. And I actually want to save this so I don't lose it. Let's see, what can I name this? Electro sound effect. Yeah, and if anybody watching this has any questions, yeah, definitely feel free to comment at any time. Let's see, what do we got here? We got Nervous Groove. Let's try that. So let's just drag that into this one here. Let's set that to be, we could make it stereo to kind of increase the oh wow. And by the way, how's the audio? I think it's gonna be a little louder, right? That might be better. I just want a little bit of that electric sound, and let's start adjusting some of the effects. We can add some distortion. We can change the clipping type. You want to be careful with that. You can also do delay. Okay, it sounds like a band now, sort of. This is certainly interesting. And I could play with the synth all day long. It's just amazing. It's just amazing what you can really do with it. So I want to bring up the low pitch sounds a little bit more. Let's see. So gonna go up a little bit in the low sounds. Okay, so you know what? Let's see what we got. So let's do. This pulse can make things sound pretty cool. Okay, this is I gotta adjust some stuff here. I just turned down the audio, it's a little loud. Okay, so I'm just making some more effects. So I need to get a low pitch sound in there too. So that's what I'm trying to work on. Let's see what we could do with this. Wow, that did not sound good at all. um, so that can be... Yeah, let's turn that off. So listening closely to this, I noticed there's a little bit of noise that I'm trying to get rid of. So I'm just going to still try to fix this here. You know what? We could add in the compressor again. And I apologize for not commenting much. I'm just kind of adjusting things here and playing around and seeing what kind of sound I would want. So I'm still going to adjust this a little bit more because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going for the low pitch sound. So yeah, so I'm still going to see what kind of idea I'm going for. So I'm just going to change some of these settings and see when I can get something that I'm happy with. I'm sorry if this is very boring. So let's make the carrier wave very low pitched to try to keep it like that. So it kind of has an ambient sound now. Listen to that. That sounds awesome. And I'm just going to bring in a hint of the FM. Now I would like to get rid of the no compressor. This is actually not bad. But I'm gonna adjust one more thing. Okay, where is the... Is it this one? Yep. Okay. I feel like this is too high pitched. So let's just drag this around and see. And I'm going to change the waveform. Bring out some of the lower ones, make the saw wave more sine-like, so I'm going to clear that. And then, yeah, I don't want any saw waves in this. It's still got that gritty sound that I'm not happy with, so not sure why. Maybe I'll just make that more subtle. There we go. Almost got it. And we're gonna get to Blender soon, but I just gotta see what else I could do with this. And each time I hit the note, I want to animate some values. Like let's say we can change the decay. So let's add another LFO. Or actually, we don't even have to. Want it to kind of like blend in, so I'll do something like this. I'm actually pretty happy with this sound. I'd like to get rid of some of the buzzing. Let's see. Oh, so that's the FM. But I kind of want some of that back. You know what? Instead of adding it as an FM, we're going to add it just in as an additional sound with ring modulation on this one. That sounds a lot better. Less gritty sounding. Okay, that's what I wanted it to sound like. So now we're going to just add that in to our editor. So yeah, that definitely took a bit of time to set up, but I think I got it now. Let's save that as Electro Sound Effect 3. Yeah, I apologize. I know that was boring as can be, but yeah, so I just wanted to show that. So let's actually... That's why when I make these videos, I tend to have them with the song partially produced already, because I figured it's less boring than watching me go through the whole process. But if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, I'd definitely be glad to make more of these live streams. So let's find what we call that. So that was song number 3. That was okay, it didn't update. Files, save, overwrite. That's fine. Gonna have to reload it again, I believe. Vital, loading in, browse the presets. Hopefully it's there, and it looks like it is. So now I can start adding some notes in. Okay, that is awesome, that sound. And let's just copy and paste this. Actually, Let's turn this one's volume down to 0. So I want to have both in, but maybe I'll have that one delayed after. Would be nice. Let's try that again. Yeah, something like that, and then we can have that. I feel like the what's it called? The decay rate is too low, so we're gonna just turn that up again. And turn that all the way up. Or not the decay rate. I'm sorry. The sustain, is it? Nope, it's the release, actually. So I'm gonna turn it up to like 4 seconds. Try that again. Oh wow, I'm sorry guys. I just realized I don't think you could hear it. So I turned the desktop audio back on. I hope you guys heard me messing around with the synth earlier. I think I might have had the audio disabled. But I got it enabled now. That actually sounds really cool, so I'm going to do that with all of them. I like that echo a lot. Let's play that again. But it might be a little bit obnoxious, so let's just cut out like 2 of them in the beginning and try it again. Okay, so that sounds pretty cool. Let's just extend that last note, maybe over to there, and we could try playing this again. Let's go from here. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. So now I'm going to do another one here, but I'm going to do it with the 1 octave lower, so let's just copy and paste this right down there. Let's do the same with this one. I'll do all 4 this time. And let's see what we could do. So let's bring it down to from here down to there. See how that sounds. Oh, and I forgot. I did a pitch shift on the main track, at 48, so I have to do the same with this one. So I'm going to add automation, name it pitch, shift, bass, call this one bass. Doesn't really sound like bass, but kind of adds some ambience to the sound, so I'm just going to leave it. Let's see, we want this to start out at, for the pitch, we want it to start out at 0, so we have to automate that to start out there, and then we're going to add in another one, and I'll just copy and paste, or no, I shouldn't do that because otherwise it'll do that again, so I'm just going to X that one out, drag that to the end, start that one off at, let's see, I have to drag the control again, so where is bass? Here it is. There we go. Then we got 4. That should be at 48. And that should be good. So let's try that now. That first one didn't sound right. Let's try that again. Maybe I gotta cut it and then... Oh, because I dragged... Yeah, I think I'm not gonna drag it off key. That didn't sound right. So I'm just gonna leave it. So copy and paste again. And again, I'm only going to leave it for the last two. And then for these ones, I'll actually do it for all of them. And I probably could call it after this and get into Blender for a little bit. I'll play this one more time and see if there's anything else I want to add. Let's try that out, and let's try just playing this. Okay, so I actually decided for this last one we're gonna add in one more effect that will be the phaser. Since I feel like this is lacking in something, so we're just gonna add like one more thing. What do we got here? So okay, so we need more automation. Let's add in a track and call it phaser. Okay, it's not letting me. My keyboard is not actually not. That is odd. It's not letting me type it in. So I'm going to try removing it and just doing that again. Okay, maybe my keyboard is not attached. Okay, my keyboard is not attached. I don't know how that happened, but let's just get this plugged in. There we go. So let's call that bass and then phaser. And then I could do something like, I want to do something interesting, so let's just turn on the effects, phaser, and calf phaser is good. And let's just try seeing what we get here. So I'm going to go over to here. Okay, so let's try previewing this one. I'm actually happy with the default. Oh, I like that. So let's turn up the feedback a little bit. Okay, now if I want to turn this off, I believe that this has to be in the center. Yeah, and then left makes it opposite. So I'm going to leave that on 1 for when I want this to be on. So I think I'd like it to be on the whole time. Let's see. So I'm going to just play this and see how it is. Yeah. Now it becomes a little bit too much when it's too high, so let's keep that a little low. It just adds some variability to the sound, I think. And actually, I'm gonna remove these two too much. And yeah, I think this is what we're gonna do, and I think this is how I'm gonna keep it. And I'm gonna export this out and get this into Blender. I'm gonna play this one more time to make sure I'm happy with everything. And I could just remove that automation. I don't actually need it. So yeah, I'm gonna play this one more time. Then I think I'm pretty happy with this. Oh, one more thing. This buzzing sound is too loud. That has to go down to something like... Let's bring it down to 60. And I'm going to play this one more time. Okay, I'm gonna call it there for editing this, and we're gonna get into Blender now. So yeah, let me save this project and export this to my desktop as swung beat number 2, and then we could set that sample rate up, and this should be good. And it's just gonna take a little bit of time, but yeah, it's gonna export this. And do you guys have any questions? The chat has been very silent lately. I'd be happy to answer anything. And it's still going. Gotta just wait for this to complete. So yeah, as you add more synths in, it definitely takes a toll on your CPU. That's alright. And just about ready. There it goes. So let's get that saved, and let's make sure that this song actually played alright. I mean, rendered correctly. Yes, it seems like it's fine. So now we're going to get into the Blender part. I know that's what you guys been waiting for, so let's get into that. Alright, so I just set up a simple file, and I didn't record this part because it gets boring, I think, for you guys. So, yeah. But basically, I'm actually learning this part to import audio. I've never done this before. And I watched some videos on how to do it, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm basically adding an empty in, and let's see, where is the empty? It's over here, and then the coordinates of that basically kind of controls this. So I'm thinking we could use songs to change the F curves of the animation and maybe make it change. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna try this, and I may have to do a little bit of research to see if I'm doing it properly. And yeah, so let's try to do something here. So so I got this animated, and it's a little bit too slow, so I'm actually going to change this keyframe, go to 5,000, 5,000, and I'm going to move the coordinate way down, and local rotation, and nope, it didn't speed up. Let's see what's going on. So we zoom in. Okay, oh, there it is. Alright. Oh, okay. It put a keyframe on over here. I gotta move that over again. And go back to 5,000. Move it way down. And let's see how that looks again. Okay, a little better. But we're gonna go even more crazy. Way down. All the way to the end. Yeah. And I don't like the interpolation, so we gotta go to... And I remember this trick from my other video where the axis didn't display correctly, so I have to adjust this here, I believe. Let's see, where is our... Oh, our y-axis is actually... It's this one, or x-axis, actually. Actually, that looks... Yeah, that's a sine wave. We need that to go linear. Nope, so I can't get it to... Let's see, can we... Is it constant? Nope. Free handle? No. Maybe vector. Vector, I think, might do it. Let's see if that... Okay, vector works. So now it's going at a constant speed the whole time. It's a little bit too fast, so let's just adjust this. And where is our empty? It's all the way down here. And let's just try that again. That's not too bad. Too fast though. Gonna go back. And move that down, maybe something like that. Still too fast, I think. Getting better now. Still too fast. Again, we gotta adjust that even more. Maybe that's better. Let's see. That's a little better. I'd still like it to go a little slower. That's perfect, I think. And we could see from the camera. That's nice. Maybe we could add a subdivision. But we don't have our audio imported, and I want to add a secondary subdivision on top of this. And I'm not exactly sure how to do this, to be honest, but I'm going to try to figure it out. So let's actually bring that subdivision level up. And maybe we don't want to go up that much, but let's just see how it looks. Yeah, I think it's too much. It's not necessary, and you can even go down. But I'm going to keep it up. So, let's see, I'm going to add in another displace. Not a wave. Displace. And so now we're kind of like just going crazy and adding a secondary one. And I would like to animate this value with a texture. And what I could do is set the second one to be just plain white background. So like this one is the, let's call this music displacement. And we will set this to be just plain white. Do we have plain white? So we got linear. Ooh, that looks interesting. Huh. That is really cool. But anyway, I need to figure this out, how I would do this. Maybe it would be, no. Could go image. Oh, and then just go plain white and then just, there we go. Although I don't know why it's doing that. I need to just displace it on the z-axis, actually. That's the problem. Now I'd like to get some randomness in there, so maybe a cloud texture would be better. Yeah, clouds would be better. And we're going to just change the size. This is a little complex. Okay, what is going on? Let's see. I'm just thinking how we can animate this value to the sound. Maybe original? And the size, I believe, is too much. I'm going to turn this first one off. And yeah, that size is way too small. Set it to 10. Maybe even 20. 20 should be good. And let's go to the first one. That is perfect. That's what I wanted. So now as the music goes, it'll kind of jump, I guess you could say. And then on top of that, I could also have this one controlled by a moving empty so that you'll get some more variations. So let's control that with a new empty, plain axis, and we could go back to frame 0. Let's put the empty here. Let's location and rotation. And let's move it on the z-axis to get really unique, complete randomness. Since you're basically going through the z dimension, which will make things completely random. And again, this has to be set to linear. There we go. And let's see what we get. So we got plane again. And let's disable that one. Okay, and we need this to be controlled with the empty. There it goes. And the empty has to go faster, so again we can go back and just move that up. Let's make sure the keyframing looks correct. Even faster. I want it to be changing more quick, so that's good. I'm happy with that. And now what we're going to do is go back into the plane, and you see that we got our strength for the two of them, and when the music goes, we could just have that kind of animate just a slight amount, and that's kind of our controller. So let's see how we go about this. So I'm not exactly sure how this works. I'm going to research this. I'm not exactly sure how to set this up. So yeah, I'm actually learning this as you guys learn it too. So it looks like I need to get the sound to bake to F curves, but the thing is I'm not sure how to get the sound in the first place. Let's see. I need to get the sound to import as F curves. Okay, I'm just gonna play this without sound and see. I got a video on my other screen here. I think I got it. So, alright. Let's try this. Is it... Add earth curve modifier. Let's pause this. Okay, I'm a little confused. Alright, I think I got it. So, I'm gonna just add a keyframe to... on frame 0. On this, I believe. And... if that... yeah, there it is. And if I import that audio... bake sound to F curves... ah, there it is. Alright. Alright, I think I got it. So we got our desktop. There it is. Oh. So now our sound is actually kind of represented in the, can be represented in the animation, and now we're just going to adjust some things. So, that's good. I'm not really noticing it. Because it's gonna be like multiplied. So do we have any modifiers to this we could do? We probably do. Or maybe we could scale the F curves. I would like to get this as keyframes, actually. see if I could. I'm just looking this up. Because I gotta be able to edit it. And I don't think you can edit earth curves. F-curve modifier, it should have that. F-curve modifier, let's see. Just gonna try some of these settings and see if this works. So, okay, no. This is going to be challenging. So I'm just looking it up. It seems like I have to, because I can't change the strength of this, as far as I know. Oh, maybe I'd like to multiply it. Can I do that? Amplitude? No. Oh, that's getting somewhere now. But I want to adjust the whole thing. Okay. Let's see, frame 1. I'm going to go all the way to when this ends, which is all the way at 3650. 3650. Can't go that far. That one can, though. Alright. Oh, 3650. Or no. So the thing is, I want to get it to strengthen the whole thing, but not just the beginning. I must be doing this wrong. So that's not changing anything. So maybe y equals no. I have no idea what this means. Whoa, okay. Expand it again. Maybe bring that to 0. I'm just guessing here. I must be doing something wrong. I think I have to do it with the driver. So let's see what we could do here. So let's try creating like a custom property. And I'm actually gonna, let me try clearing out this sound. Okay. I want to try one more thing. Okay, where is the, oh, I gotta enter keyframe again. But let's go to custom properties. Add property, and let's name it sound. Default value 0.5. Or maybe just one. And then I could add so how do I get my custom property on here? Edit. Whoops. Yeah, and I gotta rename that. Alright, I'm gonna try this a different way. Actually, okay, we're gonna use the speaker object. I think this is how it's done. And open up our sound. Oh wait, do we actually? Oh, okay. Alright, so it's playing. I'm just watching a video here to kind of help me with this. I'm sorry for not commenting. I'm just watching something here to figure out how to do this. Okay, I'm gonna try something else. One more thing. See if I could get this. That's a little better. You could see it's animating a little bit. Too subtle though. So I'm still trying to figure this out. Ah, let's see. I could just add an object in, like a plane, and try doing that again. Kind of treating this as an empty. And this must be the most boring video I made, honestly, but yeah, I'm just pretty much showing my workflow. But I'm gonna try not to do this in other videos. But I'm just kind of showing how I'm trying to figure this out. Okay. Alright, so what if we use this? Can we use this? Copy this as a driver. Uh-oh. It crashed. Let's get that back. There we go. We have to redo that. I'm gonna add it in as an empty. And make that big. Then go to frame 0 or 1 and bake the sound. There it goes. Now see if we can get this in as a driver. The X location. Oh, it always crashes. Alright, so that's not working. Well, the main thing I could think of is actually re-exporting the sound from lmms and then just increasing the dynamic range. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but that's what I'm going to do for now, since I can't seem to figure this out. So let's see, how do we do that? Maybe we have an expander. Okay, new effect, effects, and then expander. This is going to sound bad, but it's needed to get Blender to work. Seems like it didn't work. Move. So we want to get this to go more. No. I think the dynamics processor would be the best. Remove. Okay. Maybe we want something like that. know. Um, I would just like a simple maybe something like that's better. Okay, so this is actually not working out. I'm going to try one more thing. If I can't get it working, I'll probably do the rest off camera so that it's not too boring. And just add an empty scale it up. That would be it. No. Let's try this again. Okay. Let's see. Plain. I'm sorry for not talking. I'm just gonna try to figure this out. Okay. That's good. Guys, we have got it. Finally. Whew. That was difficult. I got it. I'll be right back. So yeah, that basically worked. I am really sorry for not having any commentary. I was just really involved in this, trying to get this to work. It was taking a lot of time, and I figured I'd still record it because I just want, I don't know, I kind of like to just do workflow logs, and even though I wasn't talking, you guys got to see how I kind of troubleshooted that and finally figured it out. So yeah, it all has to be edited with drivers. It was much more complex than I thought it would be, but after a lot of editing around with the stuff, I did finally figure it out. And let's see, what was it again, that setting? Okay, I can't remember this again. Not averaged, scripted expression. Okay, I don't want to forget this again. No, averaged. Okay. Modifiers, additive. Whoa, okay. No. Too strong. Gotta go back. Okay. Open drivers. And wow. Bring that way down to like 500. Better, but still too strong. Maybe 100. 50 maybe would be better. 75. That's good. And now do we have the other one in there? So that's certainly interesting. Let's turn down the strength of the first one, so it's not too chaotic. We can view the camera, and we can also animate the camera to the music, which I think would look really cool. So let's add a world in. Let's go into, I want to do this in Eevee though. Wow, I really like this, how this looks. This looks really cool. It's actually playing the sound now. Can't hear it though, unless I add it. Let's see if it actually matches up though, if I were to play it in a separate window. So the song ends about here. And let's make sure this is correct. So plain. The song ends after the song ends after about 3500. We can even keyframe this. And then edit that. Oh, delete driver. Edit driver. It's not showing up now. Yeah, I'm not really sure why that's happening. So I'm just going to leave that. But 3500 divided by 24 would be 145 seconds divided by 60. It's about 2 minutes and 41. Let's see if that matches up. Close. 2 minutes and 30. So something's not right. Oh, but the sound is longer and it's blank at the end, I believe. Should be 2 minutes and 32. So it's too long. Should end about 3200. Okay, I just want to make sure this matches up. I think it works now. Alright, I got it. There we go. Awesome. Wow, this was a long stream. Finally figured it out though. Let's now do this one. Paste driver, and this shows up blank again. Not sure why that happens. Have to click on the object. This must be a bug. That's alright. So which displace? Displace this one. Averaged. Modifiers. Look at that. Let's do like 3. I think that's awesome. Plain. Go to Eevee, which we're in. Set up some simple lighting. Okay, wow. This was certainly not too easy to set up, but I think I got it. Let's make that red. Kind of make the lighting look interesting. Let's go way up. Wow, awesome. Let's do that one. Same kind of thing. Okay, and let's make this stay metallic, or maybe not. And I want to get to the camera tonight, and then we're going to call it for tonight, and we'll finish this part tomorrow. Let me do one more thing here. Cube, we could just add a nice bevel. Do something like that. Shade smooth. Weighted normal. Just improves the lighting a little bit. Makes it that much better. Let's change the colors. Make it red. Make the second one blue. Or something else. Maybe just white. Then the first one blue. Or you know what? We could always drive this. Can we drive it? Let's add RGB. No, you can't. But I could have added a math node. Look at that. This is powerful. This is amazing. And then I could change the colors too by doing this. There's so many properties I could drive with this animation. I didn't realize you could do all this, but I'm kind of figuring it out as we go. Wow. So I could like change the roughness. So now as the music gets louder, it's becoming more rough. Wow, this is unbelievably powerful. Let's see, what if we drive it with the colors? We multiply it a lot. Can we normalize this first? Maybe not. Power, that's what I want to do. Look at that. So much stuff you could drive. I'm just going to drive in a mix shader with that. We're just going to go crazy with this. 1, 2. Make one orange. Make the second one blue, for instance. Then use this value to switch between the two of them. And we could always adjust the exponent. So as the position changes, the color is changing, and we can always add in a color ramp to tighten up the values. So more, it's like blinking now. And this is really, really cool. Wow, okay. I could do the same. I could do the same thing to the lights too, and the camera motion. Well, I think I'm gonna leave it off for tonight, and get back to this tomorrow, but you could see with drivers, driving properties, using the sound, there's a lot you can do. And I know the stream was pretty boring at the end. I didn't speak much, but yeah, this is amazing. I'll get back with this tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next stream tomorrow night.